Now let me tell you a little story, alright? And I think the story is going to be very, very short today. When we think about motherhood and when we think about children, think about all the values that you would like to achieve by producing not only the atmosphere for the upbringing of your children, but also putting together educational programs and systems when it comes to making sure that your child has one and this specifically unique opportunity to learn and develop according to his or her best learning and development potentiality. Imagine this very short period of time in which you must decide whether to put a child into a public schooling system, or maybe it is going to be better for the child and for you as well as a parent to provide homeschooling for a child and then choose from the variety of methods and methodologies that are out there already created by Montessori, Helen Doron, Jean Piaget, and many other different schools that are out there in order to be able to sustain progress when it comes to humanity in general, but also the basic needs that we as adults are aware of, that are the points of possible changes when it comes to unlocking new opportunities every single time we all just meet our milestones that are very important to meet accordingly. So the story that I would like to inspire you to figure out is this. I would like you today to create your very own story about child or children who would like to be your model children, and think about this as a task. Let's visualize children, and I'm just trying to encourage marriages or couples or single mums who would like to go through this wonderful experience and who would like to be prepared for this. Try to visualize your child as a future human being who is going to be living in a society, who is going to be co-creating wonderful culture, and who is going to just be someone who will collaborate in a community, will lead a certain community, or who is going to be also trying to change roles within the boundaries of certain community, and try to think about what you can do in order to make sure that child, a future human being that you produce, is going to be someone who is going to be helpful out there, and someone who is going to be equipped with necessary features and skills and qualifications, competencies, in order to not only compete and collaborate and exchange ideas, but also to be responsible for choice making, and who is going to be able to add positively to the overall community success and in general to the progress of humanity. I know it's too much to think about before we go on a date and before we go planning about what we would like to be as parents and as responsible human beings in a relationship, but I think it's worthwhile. Whenever you look at school systems, whenever you look at many different toys in the shops, whenever you just pass by mothers and fathers and families, whenever you meet them in restaurant, on the train, in public spaces like parks, sports centers, wellness centers, and libraries, and shopping malls, did I say yeah? And many other different points where we meet and collaborate and merge, think about this. All these human beings that once upon a time were given an opportunity to appear on this world were just a concept, were just concepts of in someone else's minds and hearts. Very often we also meet people who didn't plan their pregnancies or families, but they just went with the natural flow of just providing for the family and enlarging naturally without specific planning, which is also fine and all right. But when you think about this community and people that are learning from one another and merging, think about this as something that you could have influence over. Whenever you are ready to be a responsible parent or mother or a father who would like to add positively to the community and overall to the beautiful prospect of adding to the progress of humanity, think about responsibility. When it comes to choice making, when we choose education, when we choose the style of parenting, when we choose styles of different types of relationships building, and when we choose also our own learning and development processes that are the foundations and bases, strong bases that facilitate this wonderful experience as the experience of having children or having a family or being a responsible human being who is trying to add positively to the society and culture. So think about and visualize about potentialities, about be open your mind to many different ideas. I think it's worthwhile in the 21st century to still rethink and think, learn and relearn, and learn from mistakes, and bear in mind that we do have a lot of space for progress and huge margin for of course relearning and requalifying ourselves, re-equipping ourselves with more skills and adapting to new environments that we create and co-create. Think about children as concepts, and think about what else could be done in order to make sure that our concepts of family, of a child, of improvement of children and families and individuals could bring something to the benefit and betterment of our own lives, separate lives and lives as a community. It's not a bad exercise, mental exercise. I think philosophers at university are very used to visualizing and thinking about concepts as a theoretical construct as well. That's why I think it's worthwhile thinking about this, just to exercise our minds and prepare our heart and emotionality as well when it comes to rethinking these ideas that are very much so embodied and embedded in our culture and in our everyday experience, more than we might think. Is it not too much? I think not. I think when we just try to visualize it one more time, after the first time, it is going to get better and better. Take care, and do not forget that you do create your very own story, and we do merge every single time when we create dialogue. And even now, by this message, I'm just trying to inspire you to think maybe from yet another perspective about the potentiality and possibilities relating to creating dialogues, creating new communities, and of course educating our beautiful beings that we create, co-create, and we want to bring into this world. If you have any ideas, I'm very open to share with you about what I think about ideas that you would like to bring to the table. And if you would like to have some more ideas about what there could be added to the overall topic relating to creating a dialogue and conscious relationship building, I'm always very curious about what you think about this. Take care, and happy storytelling as well.